By the time the CIA realized they'd been outplayed, she was already gone. No gunshots, no goodbye, no trace. 2 global intelligence agencies humiliated, and the woman they thought they owned free. Here's how it started. Moscow, a young woman with nothing. No money, no future, no way out. Anna looks ordinary, at first glance, quiet, observant, guarded. But she's angry at the world. And the world has given her reasons. Then a powerful recruiter notices her. Not because she's weak, because she's desperate. And desperation is easy to shape. She's offered something irresistible. A new identity. A modeling career in Paris. 5 years of service. Then freedom. Simple, or so she's told. Soon, she's walking runways, flashing perfect smiles, dazzling photographers. But when the cameras stop, she's assembling a sniper rifle in a hotel bathroom. The fashion world sees beauty. The KGB sees a weapon. And Anna, she sees a countdown clock to freedom. But here's the question no one asks. What happens when the weapon realizes she's the one being used? Her first assassination changes everything. She executes it flawlessly, too flawlessly, because now she's not just an experiment. She's valuable, and valuable assets don't get released. The 5-year promise already fading. Then the CIA enters the picture. They uncover her secret. Instead of arresting her, they offer her another deal. Spy for them. Betray the KGB. Earn real freedom. Now she's trapped between 2 superpowers, both promising freedom, neither planning to give it. But here's the violation. They underestimate her. They assume she's scared. They assume she's replaceable. They assume beauty equals compliance. And that mistake is the beginning of their downfall. But that wasn't the worst part. Anna agrees to work for both sides. The KGB thinks she's loyal. The CIA thinks she's flipped. She's feeding each of them information. Carefully, strategically. But one wrong move means execution. What happens next changes everything. Her KGB handler grows suspicious. The CIA handler grows possessive. Both men believe they control her. They threaten her, remind her she's nothing without them. They trained her. They own her. They made her. That's the irony, because the skills they taught her, lying, manipulating, surviving, she's mastering them, and she's no longer playing defense. But that wasn't the worst part. Underneath the assassin is still a human being. She doesn't crave bloodshed. She doesn't enjoy control. She wants peace, freedom, a life where she isn't owned. In the shadowy world of Cold War espionage, Anna was a ghost, a whisper on the wind. Serving 2 masters, the KGB and the CIA. Each believed they controlled her, but in reality, they were merely pawns in her grand design. Her KGB handler Petrov was a man consumed by paranoia, seeing betrayal in every shadow. Her CIA handler Miller was a master of manipulation, viewing agents as disposable assets. They underestimated her, and that was their first mistake. To break free, Anna devised a masterstroke. She invented a third player, a fictional mole, codenamed Odysseus, supposedly buried deep within the KGB high command. She fed both sides tantalizingly vague intel, carefully crafted breadcrumbs that pointed to this ghost. Petrov, driven by his inherent suspicion, launched a frantic internal witch hunt, tearing his own agency apart from the inside. He saw Odysseus everywhere, accusing loyal officers and creating chaos. Meanwhile, Miller at the CIA saw an opportunity. He reported the Odysseus lead to his superiors, claiming a major intelligence victory was within his grasp. He poured resources into chasing this phantom, promising to deliver the ultimate prize. Anna watched from the sidelines as the 2 giants tore at each other, their movements guided by her invisible hand. She fed Petrov's paranoia with forged documents and whispered rumors, and she fueled Miller's ambition with fabricated reports of near misses and close encounters with Odysseus. The climax was poetic. Petrov's relentless and baseless accusations eventually turned on him. In the very atmosphere of terror he had fostered, he was branded a traitor himself, accused of fabricating the mold to sow discord. He was shipped off to a Siberian gulag, a victim of his own paranoia. Miller's downfall was quieter, but no less complete. When the Odysseus operation was exposed as a complete fabrication, the embarrassment was immense. He wasn't fired. That would be too public. Instead, he was demoted to a windowless basement office, a records clerk tasked with archiving old Ghost in the agency he once sought to master. Anna, she simply vanished, melting back into the world, a free woman. She had played the game and won, leaving her masters to suffer fates of their own making. It's a chilling reminder that in the world of shadows, the deadliest weapon is often the mind. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to follow for more incredible stories. And here's the contrast. The world calls her a monster, but the real monsters are the institutions treating her like disposable property. Now she makes a decision. She won't just escape, she'll make them believe she's dead. But pulling that off requires something terrifying: trust and betrayal. And if it fails, she dies. But if it works, two global agencies collapse in embarrassment. And that's where karma sharpens its blade. The CIA thinks they've cornered her. The KGB believes they've regained control. Both agencies move in at once. It's chaos, interrogations, threats, guns drawn. They think they're closing the trap, but they don't realize. She said it. Evidence has been planted. Alliances manipulated. Timelines engineered. When the dust settles, both sides realize the truth. She orchestrated everything. The pawn just flipped the board, and the kings are exposed. The KGB loses credibility. The CIA looks incompetent. Handlers who treated her like property are disgraced. Careers implode. Reputations destroyed. And Anna, she disappears. No revenge spree. No dramatic showdown. Just quiet liberation. That's the poetic karma. They built her into the perfect weapon, and she used that perfection to free herself. The men who believed they controlled her, reduced to footnotes in her escape. Here's the brutal irony. They underestimated her because she was beautiful. They dismissed her because she smiled. They assumed softness meant weakness. But the most dangerous person in the room is the one everyone thinks they understand. Anna didn't win because she was ruthless. She won because she was patient, strategic, and done being owned. And maybe that's why her story hits so hard. Because it's not about guns. It's about control. It's about identity. It's about what happens when someone treated like an object decides. They're done asking for permission. And when that moment comes, karma doesn't knock. It walks in wearing high heels. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this, hit that like button and subscribe for more stories like this one.